This is the Horse Radio Network.
This is episode 623 of Horse Tip Daily. A different horse tip, a different equine topic, a different equestrian expert every day. Horse Tip Daily brings the world of equine knowledge to you, one day at a time. Today's tip is brought to you by FeedXL.com, online nutrition software. Greetings, horse people. Coach Jen here, and thanks for tuning in to Horse Tip Daily. Today's tip is an excerpt from the Dressage Radio Show, episode number 150, and it's from the New England Dressage Association, all about a creative way to maximize your riding lesson dollar. But before we get to today's tip, a word about today's sponsor, FeedXL.com. I just got my FeedXL newsletter the other day, and it was just brimming with information that I could put to use right away. For example, this little tidbit from FeedXL Top Tip number 35. Spring is just around the corner. As the grass begins to grow, you still need to concern yourself with your horse's nutrition, even if they're knee-deep in it. The mineral content in particular of fast-growing grasses and forages is often deficient in several key minerals required by horses on a daily basis. This is a good time to review your diets, which I did. Also, check out this super article written by Dr. Richards about spring pastures titled Spring and Autumn Pastures. Hit him up today. FeedXL.com. Review your horse's diet and learn a whole bunch about nutrition. Now, enjoy today's tip.
Well, joining me now is Sarah Geeky from the New England Dressage Association. Hi, Sarah. Welcome to the show.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Nice to have you join us, because I know you're aware of the Dressage Radio Show and you listen sometimes. So good to have you joining us this week with the NEDA training tip segment. You have something that's unique up there. NEDA is often known as a pioneer and a leader in the GMOs, the General Membership Organizations of the U.S. Dressage Federation. So this is a really, really neat idea. Tell us about the Flex Time program.
Well, what the Flex Time program is, it's a unique program that started in 2001, and it's a very simple program that essentially has been able to gain support from the New England professional trainers, in which the trainers have offered and what we do is we give 1 to 3 free lessons to any adult amateur or junior young rider that is a member of NEDA. And the young riders and adults pay a nominal fee. It's a reduced fee that they pay for this lesson with a top professional. And in turn, they get a quality lesson that they might not have access to. And the money that is generated from this program goes needed towards other educational events.
That is a really neat program. How did it all come about?
It was started in 2001. It was the brainchild of the then clinic coordinator, Cindy Snowden, along with Amy Bretsky. And they thought that they knew that we had all these highly qualified instructors within New England, and to make it easier for people to have access to them, that they would bring the students to the instructors as compared to try and set up a big clinic and make it very complicated. They just made it as simple as possible. And it's caught on like crazy.
And you've been involved with NEDA for quite a while, haven't you, and participate in the program yourself?
Yes, that is true.
And so what does it involve then? How often do you get to participate in the program during, say, the course of a year?
Well, what applicants do is they submit an application to the NEDA coordinator, and for the last several years, this has been Nancy Marsh-Terry, she's really helped to grow the program enormously. So they submit their applications to her, and it's basically a short critique of their riding, and they also include what instructor or instructors they would like to ride with and have their lesson with. And then it is reviewed and acted upon, and to my knowledge, everybody that applies is able to be put with a professional that they can have a lesson.
Right, so it's really, whenever people need it, then you coordinate it to meet the trainer's schedule.
It's pretty much. It's done once a year. Nancy sends a letter out to all of the instructors in the fall to find out who wants to participate again for the next year. And then the next thing is that the applicants are sent in to Nancy in the winter time, and then they're chosen, and then they are given their instructor that they're going to ride with, and the lessons really take place from about April to October.
I guess that's to fall in with the weather up there in New England, isn't it? With the seasons.
Yes.
Right.
And so many professionals in New England go to Florida for the season too.
Right. Terrific. Well, that's a great program, and you can find out more about it, I guess, on the NEDA website.
Yes.
Tell everybody where they need to go, Sarah.
It's www.neda.org.
Terrific. That's the New England Dressage Association. I want to thank you so much, Sarah, for joining us this week and sharing that program with us.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Well, there you go. Tune in to the Dressage Radio Show at dressageradio.com every week for a fix of dressage news, personalities, headlines, and training tips. To learn more about or join the New England Dressage Association, go to NEDA.org. They're a great resource for information on clinics, show results, and networking among your dressage enthusiast friends. Don't forget to support our sponsors here on Horse Tip Daily because they make these podcasts possible. Today's sponsor has been FeedXL.com. Go to FeedXL.com and learn more about nutrition from nutritionists. FeedXL.com. Please stop by the Horse Tip Daily Facebook page and let us know what you think of the tips you hear on the show. It's also a great place to tell us about topics you'd like to hear us cover on the show. You can subscribe to all the great shows on the Horse Radio Network through iTunes or Zune and get your horse podcasts automatically downloaded to your iPod, Zune, or MP3 player. You can also listen to the shows right on Facebook. The player's right there every day. I'll be back again tomorrow with another new expert and a different horse tip. Until then, go ride your horse. The Horse Radio Network and the Horse Radio Network hosts are not responsible for statements of guests or their opinions. Use your own judgment when listening to the tips provided by the experts on Horse Tip Daily.